All right, we're good. Welcome. This is the Anime X Manga podcast where we are here to talk about random animes we've watched. Haven't watched them all, but we'll talk about what we know and then we're going to start reading and watching more as the weeks progress. We're going to introduce ourselves. We're going to start with no face character one over here. Goes by Slice of Life, but we call him T Dub. Go ahead.
What's up, guys? We're here as our, special grade hunter or Daniil says. We're here to talk about everything that we do know and we'll learn about things we don't. Um, you know, uh, I my name on here is Slice of Life, self-proclaimed emoji,
I have to keep
because
moving it when he says their name so it pops up.
do I do prefer Slice of Life anime over most. So, like, my favorite slice of life would be Clay Nag. So I'm gonna pass it on up to my boy Cheesy.
What up?
I fucked it up.
What? What?
It's supposed to be Daniel. Just go. Tito, that was beautiful though.
Okay, but yeah, so easy or Tristan or T, as you can just call me. A lot easier, just call me. Um, my name in this is Genin because obviously I'm pretty new to anime, rookie, I guess. So I'm kind of
Was a
just
hater.
What? So are you? So chill.
Continue.
Whatever.
I played
But
Clash of Ninja too.
Throw him into the
So
fire.
yeah, I'm not into the slice of life. I'm a male. I'm easy to entertain. So when two people are just fighting, I can just watch that.
Yet you all rag on Dragon Ball. Just don't even. You can't even.
Don't get us hated right away. You know, maybe people just clicked off.
It's the first episode, man.
I'm new to it.
Oh,
and my favorite anime is
you cut out. Try again.
or When Hell's Paradise.
We're going with
You
Hell's
keep
Paradise
cutting out.
because you cut out. You said Demon Slayer, cut out. When you said Demon Slayer, cut out, and then you said
That's
Hell's
sad.
Paradise, it stopped.
Yeah, so Demon Slayer and then once Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise.
Manga wise,
Gonna
it's Hell's
be
Paradise.
gonna be fire. Daniel.
I'm Daniel. I'm the goat Hashira on here. It's a little inside joke because of my picture, but
Oh yeah, I can't see it.
I've watched anime for a little longer than T has, but I'm still pretty fresh. I've only watched like 4 different animes, but I like reading manga a lot too. I've read quite a few different series. My favorite series is Demon Slayer, which everybody who knows me knows that. Daniil shaking his head because he understands how goated Demon Slayer
It's
is.
great. I like it. I love it.
Hunter x
I
Hunter
don't
is
want some more
definitely a
of it.
close second, but yeah, I'm just here to share my small knowledge about anime and manga and just learn more from everyone else and have some good conversations.
All right, that
I just
leaves
love
me. Here's Special Grade Hunter. It's a play on Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunter x Hunter. Favorite two and one respectively. Hunter x Hunter's the best. Don't think it would be passed. I started watching anime a little before these guys, 2017, 2018. Started out with part 1 Naruto. Played Clash of Ninja 2 growing up, so I known a little bit about it. Got into it, and it's been a downward spiral ever since. No, I read. I don't watch as much as they do. They've watched Demon Slayer. I've just read it, watched the fights, but besides that, you can see I like to just read mine. Source material I prefer, but I do go watch the fights. Yeah. Besides that, guess we'll get into it. Unless anyone else has anything to say. Oh yeah,
Well, I
we're
didn't know
gonna
we were talking about how long we watched or we're into it. So I mean,
we'll cut back to him for that. We'll seem like we're bullying one particular person, but it's gonna be a different person. T-Dub watches different stuff from us, so it's gonna be a little bit more on him. But
We all bully each other too.
we've known each other since at least first, second, third grade. So
yeah, no, I'm the butt of everybody. It
don't
happens.
say that. I am too, but we can't talk about that on here. T-Dub, how long have you been watching?
Wow.
I've been watching the first ever anime I watched was Inuyasha, and I watched back in 2006.
I think it was
With
6
my
years old.
dad.
Just learned how to read. I wanted to watch Naruto earlier, but
Mhm.
I didn't know how to switch it into dubbed, and I was like 7 years old and I wasn't reading shit, so I cut it off.
Yeah, no.
But
well,
I'm an impressionable ass dude. It would have been bad.
I used to watch it on Toonami late nights.
Facts.
Oh, yep.
Facts. Naruto running through the
Bro,
halls.
I wouldn't have had friends. I would not have had friends. I would still probably be friends with T-Dub, but y'all would have bullied me. I would have been boom, boom.
Dude, younger me probably would have been friends with you.
I need to get revenge. This would have been me. I'd have felt like Sasuke. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been Sasuke. All right, so we have a list of things. We tend to go on tangents and probably won't stick to the list. Short list, and after that, we'll talk about random shit till we end up ending it. We're gonna start with Demon Slayer Season 2. It's a little late. Next season's coming out. No release date, but probably late 22, early 23. We're gonna.
I think they had it slated for 22.
I think it's this winter.
2023.
I tried to find an official release date.
I thought it was late October.
I thought I saw 2023.
It's the last one was late October, I think. So
I
that
thought
would make sense.
was October.
I haven't seen an official release date when I was looking it up. See, if you want to search that, you can. But yeah, we'll start with that. We're gonna start with the one who thinks it's the best anime. You know he's a new anime nigga, but it's long enough.
So
we can cuss now.
They're saying we hope for fall 2022, but as of right now, they're potentially looking forward to early to mid 2023.
That's what I was thinking, because I think Jujutsu Kaisen is in that early January realm too. But yeah, we'll start with Demon Slayer, and Daniel can talk about season 2, his thoughts, what pushed it over. Hunter x Hunter.
So obviously, season 2 starts off after the big bang of Mugen Train, which anybody who's watched Mugen Train can say that is one emotional roller coaster.
I almost cut the manga.
RP Rengoku.
Yeah. By the way, there's going to be spoilers, obviously, if you guys haven't figured this out. But
oh yeah, we're here to talk about it, not tiptoe around it.
Yeah. Our beloved Hashira Rengoku dies in Mugen Train, and that really sets it a big precedent. Even before Entertainment District dropped, you gotta think about what's going through Tanjiro's head, right? The person he was about to train under dies right in front of him, protecting countless people's lives on the train.
9 cars,
I
think
think
it was.
9 cars at once, and not a single person died other than Rengoku. Which kind of shows how strong Rengoku was, and probably how much Tanjiro looked up to him. So going into Entertainment District, I already knew that Tanjiro was gonna, make some big changes, gain some more strengths. But I don't think I really understood how good of an arc Entertainment District actually was gonna be.
Yeah, no, yeah, honestly, that's crazy because when I was watching Mugen Train and at the end when they handed Tanjiro the fuck is it called? The cross guard. It's the cross guard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The cross guard, Rengoku's cross guard. I honestly can incorporate that into his next sword. So I feel like speculation. I don't know, what they could do, but I know you guys have read the box sets.
Disclaimer: we might slip up, spoil some manga. We're gonna be talking about it in depth. Me and Daniel have finished Demon Slayer manga, so try not to.
I don't know what they're because I'm going based off of what I've seen because I haven't read it yet.
It's not really a big spoiler. It's a great prediction. I mean, I'll tell you now.
And we've seen Entertainment District, and Tanjiro doesn't have it on his sword. So
wasn't it supposed to be Nezuko that was only guarding 3 trained
Nezuko and Zenitsu were handling 1. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I thought. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was.
And that's why
Rengoku had the rest of them.
I was talking to Daniel. I make the case that Rengoku is faster than Zenitsu, and at least at that time, because he was handling 9 cars back and forth.
I think it's a good contest from Entertainment District because we see Zenitsu kind of go crazy. And I think that's one good thing about Entertainment. Inosuke does definitely, but he does show off his superhuman capabilities of what he can do with his body. He's insanely flexible. He was able to like dig through the
Levels,
ground
levels.
to find like the underground demon lair where they were like
Mhm.
trapping all those women,
Yeah.
and then he can change the organs in his body to different locations. Like that's just
Man's had
insane.
super buff mice carrying his swords in the wall.
I
Like,
do remember that. So it's things like that. Inosuke, it's like he doesn't get the flashy fights.
Mhm.
He gets good moments in fights, but he's more of the underrated. I'm not too big of a fan of him because reading it, I just
Super-
thought like all the text bubbles that were annoying that I not even no type of anything from him and Zenetsu, awake Zenetsu, where it was. I feel like if I watched it, it would have gave me a better impression of those two. But I like
Mhm.
Zenetsu a lot. But Inosuke, he's just kind of, for me. For me.
See,
I
No,
love
and that's
Inosuke.
understandable.
I love Inosuke personally, just because, as I've told you 1,000 times, he's all about the fight, and he just wants. He just anything like it doesn't matter. It's a challenge. He's gonna be about it. And he's gonna be in there. I guess being a wild boar. Like I don't know. It's just like his like. It's never think. It's always react. And that's what I
Think
like.
he's
Yeah,
capable.
It's always
action first.
yeah. It's always action first. I'm gonna think later. I'm gonna shoot first.
Well, and the thing is, like, I think, like, character development wise, like, he's been starting to think a lot more before he rushes in after Rengoku's death. He just kind of started
I feel
thinking
like-
a little bit more.
I forget that he was actually fighting Enmu with Tanjiro. It
Yeah,
was both
and-
of them that cut the neck.
Inosuke
he was right
really.
there.
Inosuke showed some changes even in the fight against Enmu because he was kind of
thought, yeah.
leading the fight with Tanjiro, like
Mhm.
telling Tanjiro, "Don't open your eyes, don't do this, don't do that."
Yeah,
I thought
That's his
see,
more.
I thought
His animal
Mugen
instinct.
Train
He-
was.
Mhm.
I thought Mugen Train was really really good for
Mugen Train was incredible.
Inosuke, and then I thought Entertainment District then helped Zenetsu. Like
no,
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of character.
His
Right,
pod.
Entertainment District, Inosuke kind of gets the short end, but that's also I didn't even think about it in Mugen Train. It's really you don't really see much of what Zenetsu's doing. When they cut to
Mhm.
Zenetsu and Nezuko, it's mainly Nezuko.
I mean, you get a
And
cool
then-
moment where he saves Nezuko though, but that's like all you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
You just get him being a simp and just literally
No,
just lightning.
but
going
talking
through the
about
train.
Daniel, he thought he brought up the mental aspect of Tanjiro, which I had never thought of. But when he said Rengoku's death, I cut the manga off for I think a couple days, or did I just finally get over it after a couple hours? I think it was a couple days
It was a couple days.
because I grew to like Rengoku. I get the main character aspect of Zenetsu and Inosuke.
I think
I
everyone
feel
liked
like
Rengoku.
if they killed off Inosuke or Zenetsu, it would have had more of an emotional impact on Tanjiro because he's been with them longer.
Yeah,
Grew
me not
friendship
watching
and
anymore.
bonds.
Yeah, but
And I would rather see
Tanjiro,
Rengoku. That's just me.
Tanjiro just witnessed Rengoku fight to the death, show off
I
how far above he was than Tanjiro. And that also was a mental thing for Tanjiro because now he understands what he has to get to. He knows where he's at, and he watched a Hashira fight, literally in front of him. Hashira fight number 3, and lose.
Yeah,
Well, you even
Rengoku is
said
still so far
that
above
does set the
Tanjiro.
bar. It's like, okay, this is where we need to go. But
yeah.
and then after fight with the upper 6, you also see how strong Rengoku really is because he fought 3 by himself. Tengen really had to be saved by Nezuko's blood and by Tanjiro.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Isn't
Tengen
that
lost a
supposed
fucking
to be the Demon
hand,
Slayer
too.
Corps, though?
Huh?
Aren't they supposed? Isn't the Demon Slayer Corps supposed to fight together, though? Come on, he didn't get saved; they just fought together.
He got saved.
Tengen lost a
He
fucking hand.
lost
dude.
an arm, about to lost his life.
dude, Tengen literally saved Tanjiro though right back, right like freaking sickle right at his eyeball.
He
and
should.
literally in that bitch.
He's the sheriff.
Yeah.
How'd he save him? Did he grab him? I can't
Yeah, he
remember.
did.
He
Did I
literally
think
came
he
in, he
throw
just came
him?
in with the
Fucking-
blade.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he threw
That's what
him.
I
There's a
believe.
different fight I'm thinking of.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if
See,
it's
you
Demon
guys are
Slayer where they
saying
throw him out the way.
Tengen just lost his hand. He lost an eye too. I
Yeah,
mean,
he did lose an eye.
Tengen lost so much from that fight, but
Against an upper rank.
Are-
Man's gonna look
Arguably-
like Captain Hook with an eye patch.
for me, arguably, Entertainment District has the best fight in anime.
No, it definitely was. It was definitely a great fight. It was
I
very
don't-
well led
I
up
just-
to and
I
very
just-
well emphasized.
I just finished Dark Tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho. And that fight between Hiei and who the fuck, what was his name? Can't remember
You
his
would
name.
ask that.
Big
Dude, it's
old
been
dude in
so-
armor
it's so
takes it
hard.
off and has the battle where I can't remember his name right now. But that fight, oh my god. I was
Mhm.
laying down, I felt myself sitting up. It was, and for it being such an old show, it still holds
What
up.
was it, 94?
When it came to the US, it was 90. No, it was 2004. It was like 96 in Japan when it
Okay.
originally came out.
Yeah.
I'll look up who the fight was between, because I do not know.
It's been so long since I watched Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's great. I can't
It
find
is. It
who it
is
was
good.
against, but yeah, T. Anything to add about that? Boo! It was Boo. BUI.
No.
That was the
Okay.
fight. And if you don't want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho, because you don't like the old animation or whatever, if you just go and watch that fight,
See,
it's
I was
outstanding.
just jaw dropped the whole time through Tengen and one of the upper six, just going at it the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
Say
they were just
the
going
thing
crazy.
Demon Slayer has is the Ufoble's doing an outstanding job on the animation.
Oh,
Not to
yeah.
say Mappa's not
They
doing
kill
great
it.
with Jujutsu Kaisen and the trailer for Vinland Saga, the trailer for Hell's Paradise. They both look amazing. But they're working on more stuff. They're splitting resources. Ufobel has all of their team on Demon Slayer from what I know right now. And it's amazing. And
I'm
I
just
didn't know
excited for Swordsmith.
I didn't know how great Jujutsu Kaisen fights were. Because I had watched like 4 episodes of Demon Slayer. Then I was like, I'm just gonna I stopped watching because I don't like sitting down and watching. So when I started reading, I was like, oh, this is good. But I'd already seen what the animation could do in just those first 4 episodes. Jujutsu Kaisen's animation really does hold up. It's not on Demon
I
Slayer's
like
level,
Jujutsu
but
Kaisen animation a
it's
lot.
definitely
I
great.
think they're pretty good.
I think
I think they're
it's the
pretty good.
standard. You see what Demon Slayer does? Everybody that raises like the average. Like this is what you
Well,
have
yeah,
to have
because
to get
well,
past with it.
they're all competing against each other for that top spot. Because what? Demon Slayer got Anime of the Decade back in what?
I don't think so. I think that
2015.
no, Demon Slayer's first season was 2019. Like I know it won movie of the year when Mugen Train released for 2020.
What was this one? It was 2019.
2019.
Okay.
I think Attack on Titan was anime of the decade. I don't know. I didn't look at the rewards. If I had to guess,
Let me
it would
let
be
me
Attack
let me
on
check.
Titan because it took 5 years off and every fan stayed. Every fan stayed.
Well,
And while he's looking
minus
at
one.
that, that's actually kind of good segue into our next topic, which is Attack on Titan. We've all watched it except for this. It's actually perfect because for some reason don't like it. It's like a good counterbalance to this. They didn't finish
So
the adaptation, so T's left in the dark by like a volume or two. Just the biggest ass pull they could have done, but they want their money. I get it. It's Mappa, so I don't know why they need their money. I get it. All right, but no, Attack on Titan. That was the third anime I watched all the way through. Part 1 Naruto I watched all the way through. Reading Shippuden.
you know.
Watched so many videos on it. I know.
All right.
So everything I need to.
So before I get down to 2019, I just want to say this. So there's an anime that's slice of life, isekai in a sense, called The Devil's a Part-Timer.
Just trying to get us.
But that came out in 2013, the same year that Attack on Titan came out. But the thing is that it took that 7, 8, 9 years to get a second season.
Yikes.
Which is ridiculous.
Sounds like people aren't watching it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to
Sounds
me.
like to me.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, I think all types, even the Boku no Pikus of the world, they all have their fans. He doesn't know
The
what Boku
anime
no
that
Piku is.
shall not be named.
We might get well, we not get monetized anyway, so what? Cut it off. So, no, there's fans for every type. So why we joking, kid? We understand why people like certain stuff.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Attack on Titan. Who wants to go? T, you're probably at the freshest on this. You start this one off. Why am I getting
I don't know.
Michigan?
I might be. Yeah, I guess I probably am the freshest on this, but this was the first actual. Oh, not my first anime I did watch. but my first anime I watched fully
That's a
through.
hater.
What?
I said you were a hater. Turn him around. This turned him
wasn't.
around.
Fully a hater, but I just didn't watch. So, but this one really did change my mind a lot about how I thought the storytelling and Attack on Titan was honestly insane.
One of the best shows.
I like watching season 1. I really would not have thought to what it turned out now. Like I was really thinking about this one day. Like I think it's season 3 to season 4. The change in it is insane. Like
Talk about Kenny.
it goes from like them only fighting Titans trying to stay alive and how they can get back in the world, and then you find out like there's actually a whole other world of people that think they're the devils, and Marley is just particular is trying to knock them off the map and I guess get their land and stuff.
The history of the Titans, like how they are turning people, how they're turning that race of people to what the Eldians or whatever. They're turning them into Titans and then trying to kill the people off.
The lore of AOT, what really set for me a lot too. I don't know, because like a lot of stuff is just like someone's always overpowered or some cracked out thing, and every anime damn near. But like I feel like AOT, no, like anybody can die in a moment. Truly, I don't know. It's like it's all
so.
Mikasa.
Well, yeah.
We got next time. We got
two exceptions. I found the awards that Demon Slayer. Going back to Demon Slayer, I found the awards that it won in 2020, and it's got I want to say 4 awards.
As it should.
Because it's got the best fight scene with Tanjiro and Nezuko versus Rui.
That's really good.
The best boy, Tanjiro Kamado. Then it's got. So that's only 3 now. Anime of the year. So it's got 3.
Sounds about right.
Right.
So.
T, is that all you wanted to say, or?
Oh yeah, I don't care. Yeah, if you guys want to butt in.
No, you keep going. Because I'm just gonna pick back off.
Wait, actually, T-Dub, did you ever get past the basement?
No, yeah, he did because I spoiled with the Warhammer Titan versus Aaron, and he watched up to that and was like, "No, he didn't watch up to that. If you watch like 3 episodes, you barely even learned that Aaron's the old nigga with the crutch."
Facts. Dude, that fight is insane.
That's the one I said. I was like, this one will get him to watch it.
I really love
it. Did for a little bit.
Levi's entrance into that is probably one. Other than the one where he's like first meeting the Titan or whatever.
The Beast Titan.
Well, okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying
his dog died in that.
That's my favorite entrance. But when he comes into Marley, like the fucking Jaw Titan is literally on Aaron's back, and he just like comes in and just slices it. Like, oh, it's such a clean entrance. It was just like, oh, you could tell he was so needed. Nobody was moving, but this man just comes out of fucking nowhere and just does some raw shit.
To piggyback off what you said, that like for an anime that it has to kind of carry its weight off of its storytelling. The fights are good. A lot of them are good. But for the type it is, it's a horror fantasy, it kind of has to be carried by the storytelling. And the storytelling is almost flawless. Some people don't like the twist at the end, which you're at. But when you finish it, you'll understand more. Some people don't like that. I thought it was perfect. I thought the ending was perfect. I loved everything about it. But they are some good fights. The Warhammer, like Aaron's attack on Marley,
insane.
Poked her out like a grape.
Fucking Beast Titan. Erwin died. His dog was down, and he popped off. He pops off like that and no regrets, which is it takes place the year earlier on in the year when you're introduced to the main story about when Levi and Erwin meet, which you guys should read, or I'm pretty sure you should watch it. I'm pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll where you can watch it. They animated it. But those 2 times, Levi, I feel like I would like to show if he wasn't in it just as much. But he definitely makes it a great, not just as much, I like it a little bit less, but he makes it that much better.
Oh yeah, Levi, because there was just like, it's such like the even, like he just evens everything out. Like, oh, they're like, when they're in Titan form, they're like, oh, we can smash through these people, but hold on, We gotta worry about that other. There's one dude we gotta
Like,
worry
you
about.
really
and that's,
feel like
that's Captain Levi, and I don't know. It's
like
a fear in all of the Titans' guts.
in that
Levi.
fight, Mid getting cut up, he has a flashback. Like, oh, what's those niggas tell me?
Yeah,
Watch
what
out
the
for this
fuck?
one dude.
His
And
name's
he's
Levi.
getting bodied. But with Levi, it's like the Titans are such a presence, and you feel like, oh, how are they going to survive this? Things like that. And then when he's there, when he's on screen, you just feel like, oh, they'll pull through somehow.
Yeah.
And
like,
then when
it doesn't
Annie,
matter how
when
many
Annie
of them
popped
they have.
off, killed all of Squad Levi, oh, don't cut the neck. You can't cut through the hardening. Bullshit. He didn't care. Saying
I'll go
that
through
really
anything.
affected Aaron because he let Aaron make the decision. That affected his whole squad that he'd
Yeah.
been with. And I mean, it's just I like that show. They will introduce people, give you a little backstory, just kill them off.
I really like the introduction of the female Titan too, because she's like running through the woods. People are latched on. Grabs one of them and just flings him
So
into a damn tree.
when you see it, you realize that like, okay, there has to be someone transformed because she has the look of Annie. That was my initial thought. I was like, is this what's her face? I didn't remember her name at the time. I looked up her name. I was like, is this Annie? And then when I was watching, I was like, because then when they show and I like how they pay back after you figure out it's her. When her and Aaron are fighting, she does the fighting form, and then has a flashback of them at the academy, whatever it's called. What do they call it? Boot camp for them.
Yeah, he kind of realizes it.
All right, so we'll let T-Dub, the hater, chime in here, and then Daniel can. He's good with the counter arguments. So we'll see what
The counter argument. This is not going to be a counter argument because he's just going to rip my ass.
Yeah, because I think we're in the majority here. You're the only person I've heard say Attack on Titan isn't at least great. I ever heard good. It's always great.
No, okay. So it's a preference thing. It's a personal preference thing.
Like Dragon
It's a
Ball.
hentai
Like
thing.
hearing niggas scream.
It's yeah, you see what I mean. But everybody's jokes because I just don't like Attack on Titan.
Hey man,
as
it's
much
okay
as
if you
everybody
don't
else
like
should.
watching people slaughter Titans. I mean,
Like
So watch
people
Kaiju.
slaughter other things.
From what I can tell, don't watch Kaiju. I haven't read it or watched it before. When I hear it, I get if you like people watching kill other people, then what is the fights? If you like that, you named yourself Slice of Life.
Yes, but that's the thing. It doesn't mean that those are my favorite. Slice of Life is my personal choice when it comes to
So
an
wouldn't that be your
anime
favorite?
that I want to just sit and chill and watch.
Okay.
If I'm not trying,
It's
like
like your sitcom for anime.
basically, yes.
Well, your Hallmark channel for anime.
Yeah, the emotions and everything. That's what
That's
Slice
the
of Life
Weeb
does.
Hallmark, and that's
Like,
mine. That's copyright.
That's true.
That's us right there. That's the Weeb Hallmark. Slice of Life. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You want to cry? Just watch Clan Ed. Or Your Lie in
I
April.
want to cry. I'll watch Gone versus P2.
I want to cry. I'll watch the first episode of Demon
You
Slayer.
need to
Yeah, that T-Dub spoiled.
Dude, it literally makes me cry every time.
It's not really a spoiler if you know shonen. Everyone's parents are gone or dead. Or dying.
I literally can't watch episode 1 of Demon Slayer anymore.
Say I cry at.
What?
I cried at the
I cried,
the last volume of Attack on Titan.
Every time. I know what's going to happen and I cry.
Gon versus P2. I was spoiled by Jump Force about Gon's final form. Spoiled about that. And then I watching it, kind of hear about what's going to happen. Like, kind of predicting. I still cried. I cried on last episode too, just because all wrapped up all nice.
And honestly, I think
He cried about his family.
I think the thing is with Attack on Titan, I think season 1 and 2 like were really like just something that I enjoy. It drug me in, but season 3 just kind of threw me off.
I get that if you weren't expecting the fights between people. I would say that season 3 is
was fire.
Probably it's not my favorite because season 2's Beast Titan. Season 1's one of the best opening arcs.
Yeah,
for an anime.
And that's what I'm saying. It started off so hot and then it just fucking dropped for me.
Say carried with season 2 The opening for season 2 really had me kind of tilted though, because they show whale titans and all this bullshit, and you
Yeah.
only see the beast titan. But that is what it is. But that it carries in. Season 2 is great. You get the beast titan fight. Season 3, it really goes
You
more
know
into
what?
story, which I liked. You learn more about the history, the Reese's, and
Well,
all that Historia.
and
but-
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I feel like for me, if it would have started out that way instead of went to that in the 3rd season, I probably would have watched all
You
the way
didn't like
through.
how it just kind of like segued into a whole different.
The
feel.
whole different thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Like if
get that.
it would have
What
led
was-
up, it would have been a lot. You know,
What was the dude's name in
So you
that
should have finished.
again?
Big
I
Blob
can't
man,
remember.
Blob Titan.
No, the dude who was with Levi, who like helped raise him and stuff. I can't think of his name.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny in that, bro. I don't give a shit what anybody
I was
says.
annoyed by
Kenny,
him. He's definitely a good character.
I love dude.
But anybody who's like a hindrance to my favorite character annoys me. When I'm watching, I'm
I'm
just like,
sorry,
why?
but
Just fight.
when
Just
he
end
pulls
it.
up and
And
they're
then
like, yeah,
he's
he's a
still
bad
there.
man. They're like Levi's literally explaining it to some chick, and then he just blows the fucking chick's face off, and it's just like, yep, that's fucking Kenny.
That's kind of explain. Like you have to realize how fast Levi is. This dude out there dodging bullets. Like yeah, it's not his speed because it's the 3D maneuvering gear or whatever. But he really out there dodging bullets.
Yeah,
And
but
the
like,
action was good in that season. I liked it. But
how accurate are the bullets? Let's be
Yeah,
it's Kenny.
too.
Pretty
They got,
damn
like,
accurate.
We got like
Kenny's
revolvers, like,
bullets. Everybody else's
They got,
little
like,
squad. I don't know.
homemade guns. They are like
it was like-
scrap-made guns.
Let's talk about season 4's opening. I guess people have seen the video. I can pull it up and play it if not. The one I sent to T recently, and me and Daniel had seen it before. But it was definitely in the what the fuck is this? Hold on. I hope let's see. Yeah, I sent it to you the other day.
Rumbling.
No, that's season 4 part 2.
Rumbling.
I wonder what season 4 part 7 is gonna be, but we don't know. We just simply don't know at this point.
Season 4, part 73.
So I do like the
Hold
the
on, T.
rumbling. Oh,
Oh,
I did listen.
Oh
to
yeah,
that,
you
but-
did send me this.
my word.
Hold on. I played on here. This. Why did it say it paused it? Don't pause it. Do not stop pausing it. Okay, it's playing the side thing, but this was 100% me. I even told Daniel. I was like, I don't like season 4 opening that well. He's like, just give it another try. And then every time I hear it, it's
Bro, I thought it was
this might actually be me. It's choppy in the stream because I cut it over or in the video.
This is me. This was me
But
the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought
I'm
that was
definitely the
possible.
black dude every time this turns on, not the cop. The first black dude.
really
I'm
like-
moving every time. I'm at work. I'm sitting there. It's
I'm not gonna lie.
and then
really
T-Dub comes in as the cat.
more to intros, and I do like intros a lot more. I like Jigokuraku's intro and outro a lot. The first one.
The first one. Ooh,
Like that,
it's
the
still,
first
it's still on
outro
the
is a fucking
playlist.
vibe.
I haven't
First
listened to the
one's
first
a vibe.
outro. I have not. I listened to opening, but no, you need to listen. You need to put them in your playlist.
Black Clover's
No.
got some good intros.
I want to know.
No, it does. It really
Yeah,
does.
keep
Like,
it bug. I
okay.
want to know. Now I might give it a try.
The third,
You won't like it.
third Black Clover.
Then I won't give it a try.
You should. I'm not gonna tell you what you like or don't like, okay?
But you have a good.
If you
want
wanna
to
try it,
for a while.
Fucking
Go for it.
liar.
But the fights in Black Clover are not very good.
And that's like you watch fights in anime. The build up. It's not just the fight. The build up, the emotion behind it. But if you have all that and the animation's trash, like I hear,
Well,
like he'll swing.
the
once and they'll
animation's
do
good.
6.
Well, that's just because they have they have literal magic.
Okay.
Like they're
Yeah.
using
It's-
literal magic spells and stuff.
I want to
there's
say
some
it's
fights-
Costco. I want to say it's like Kroger brand Naruto.
Kroger. What the
Well,
fuck is
okay.
Kroger?
Let me be clear about
Like
this.
You know what
because
Kroger is?
I'm gonna stick up for Black Clover because I'm
Oh.
watching it currently.
State your
There's
case.
some fights that are really good.
Well,
And
yeah,
then-
no, there definitely are, but
Then there's some where Asta fights, and it looks like spaghetti flying around the screen.
that's because he's in his black bull form.
Well, you can be in the black bowl form, but if it looks like Play-Doh on the screen, I'm not gonna. I don't know what's happening. It literally, like, for some reason, they
if it
try
don't look
so
like
hard.
this, you're good.
Some parts does.
What?
Like,
it really
well,
did
no.
the thing dirty.
No, it doesn't look like that, but he is a swole cat for no reason. Asta is.
For reference,
That's what you watch, Daniel?
no,
No,
this
that's
is
not what I
this is
watch.
this is Seven Deadly. I haven't watched it, but I've heard about that, especially because this is like what he's supposed to look like. Okay. When he's supposed to look like that, and niggas all big and buffed up on the table, that's a problem.
What the fuck?
Personally,
That's so wrong.
that's a problem. How did it go?
That's so
It
wrong.
was good. There.
See, I just think Black Clover has a really good story. The story flows pretty smooth, and there's a lot that happens that's like, it draws your attention to it, and you're like, okay, how are they going to deal with this?
I
And the
think in
whole time-
171 episodes, I don't think there was more than maybe 4 episodes of filler.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of filler, and the filler is kind of interesting, and
Then no, too. That's the thing.
the filler, no, it doesn't. There's a-
some aspects.
There's an episode of filler where Charmy, who's like the food magic
Oh, no,
girl,
he's told me about
is holding like there's like food beasts, and she's like cooking them, and the filler's just weird. Some of the filler is.
It's like Naruto. You have the good filler fights, but then some fillers just them on a boat.
But with
Team
Black
Guy.
Clover, there's not that much filler that you have to like really worry about it. I mean, I'm 150 episodes in, and I think I've seen like 3 episodes of filler the whole time. And some of the filler is just like
Might
recapping
be
on
filler
what
you don't know.
happens.
If
Yeah.
you're interested in it.
But there's a lot of really good like arcs. I don't know if what the arcs are in Black Clover because I haven't really paid too much attention. But there's just a lot of really good like different adventures that they go on, and they always get stronger afterwards. And
So if you're having trouble distinguishing arcs, it's really when they change to go do something else. Like in Hunter x Hunter, from the Hunter exam arc, and then their killer was a state, and it's Zoldak State arc. And then it changes their Heaven's Arena. It's
Well, the
when
issue-
there's big changes like that.
the issue is in Black Clover, they're always doing something random.
Oh,
Like they'll be
if
like
it's all random.
they'll
then-
just get back from a mission, then they'll go to a volcano to train, and then they'll go to a hot spring, and then they'll go back, and then they're doing more training, and it's like always just bouncing everywhere.
All right. So it says there's 11 arcs, and so it goes the Magic Knight entrance arc, the Dungeon Exploration arc, Royal Capital Assault arc, I have Midnight Sun encounter, the Seabed Temple, Witch's Forest Royal Knights, Elf Reincarnation, Heart Kingdom, and then Spade, and then Arc 11, I guess, is what it says.
Arc
Arc
11 is
11.
probably just
what an arc.
still being released.
I'll say,
No, it's still being released.
well, they'd still have a name for it if it started like in the manga.
I
I
don't think it's very far
Yeah, there's no. It just came out this month.
because
that
at the
manga or
end-
anime.
Manga.
Okay.
yeah, I'm guessing
Because-
at the end of anime you're getting into the Spade Kingdom arc, and then manga is the Spade Kingdom arc, and then they're probably just starting the 11th.
So it
episode.
depends
So,
on
so
how they're
yeah,
keeping
so
up.
there.
Mhm.
So the Spade Kingdom arc for the anime is only 3 episodes.
Mhm.
168 to 170, and then at the end of that, it just leaves off with the guys with the devils in them from the Spade Kingdom taking Yami away.
Yeah, Boruto's keeping up with the anime's keeping up with the manga like on its
Yeah.
heels.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah,
like
100%.
200 something episodes in Boruto for 70 chapters. Make it
Well,
make
okay,
sense.
so for there only being 171 episodes, I believe.
In Black Clover.
Yeah, because there's a episode and like a certain episode, and then like that episode 0.5, which I think is like a recap episode.
Might be because
Yeah, there are a
when
few
you're on
recaps.
Viz and the chapters like in Hell's Paradise especially, it was
Mhm.
chapter 61.5. It's just like a special illustration, just so give the author a break for the week, and then they'd be back the next week. with a new
Well,
chapter.
and it's just like so for the Spade Kingdom arc, and there's only 3 episodes, but chapter wise there's let's see, we're at 61 to 331. So from 261 to 331 is the chapters for the Spade Kingdom
So
arc.
about
Yeah.
70.
Mm-hmm.
Long ass arc.
Yeah.
Can't say
They're all
nothing.
like,
I love that Chimera Ant arc, so I
to be
really cannot speak. It's like 1/3 of the
Yeah.
anime. So
So and that's the thing, like they're gonna do a movie to finish it off, I believe is what they said.
anime
Which is
movies,
gonna
I like it. I like the Mugen Train
Which
kind
is-
of pioneering it.
me and Daniil saw the Jujutsu Kaisen movie in theater, and that was an experience I've actually never had.
Besides coming out
with
with
anime.
death, it was great.
Yeah,
Rika was
Rika was a little loud in
they had
theaters,
that
but
theater. They had that volume up.
yeah, the experience of watching anime on like a big screen is just it's pretty cool.
Well, watching things in theaters in general are just better,
I can't be bothered good.
in my opinion.
That's just
In
me.
my
I
opinion.
cannot be
I
bothered.
So
I
yeah,
personally
so
think that
they're gonna end it off with the movie that leads into everything else they talk about.
I cannot be bothered good movie theater. I don't know if it's because I'm
No, well-
stingy with my money, but I cannot.
Mm-mm.
If it's at
No,
home
I'm gonna
on
wait
a
till it
service
comes out
I
on-
have, no, I'm good. Bye.
Mhm.
I'll wait a month for it to come out. Like Jurassic
Well,
World
that-
Domination,
that-
I want to watch it. Night going.
I watched
go to the movie theater.
Yeah, I watched it on Surge is what we got.
The hell is Surge?
It's an app for a jailbroken Fire Stick.
Oh, man, just breaking the law.
Just exposed himself.
Expose himself.
FBI
Yeah.
gonna be banging down.
They're like,
that
he's
door.
like, find me.
Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, I like the can check piece and everything and check, so I'm not too worried about it. So
Oh, you'll be good. Everyone has a jailbroken Fire Stick these days. Not me.
yeah,
Clean.
I know.
I get looked at sideways for driving, so I'm good. Actually, I've not had a bad experience while driving. Every time I've been pulled over, they've had a reason. Never a bad, never anything wrong with it. Now,
yeah.
where y'all at, those they be looking for reasons to pull people over.
Yeah, they tried pulling me over even though I wasn't the one driving.
Pull up, walking tall, hop out the car. Your headlight's broken. Bam.
Damn near.
Talking about
what
anime
was
with
it?
trash animation. Hold on, continue, Tito.
So I think what it was one night, I was at the bar and I had the old man come get me, and the fucking new cop, Mylan, pulled us over thinking I was the one driving.
Is he the old guy?
No,
Oh,
no,
You
he's
see that was
the
sick-
one who's like a couple years older than us, not by much.
oh, I think I've
he-
heard of him.
Yeah, he went to academy with Patrick. So he pulled us over thinking I was the one driving. And then he went, you gotta turn signal out. And we're like, yeah. Well,
Cat.
it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't.
It's not out. It's just short circuit. It's almost out.
Basically.
It's not
It's
fully
just
out,
shy.
it's-
It's just
It's
shot.
just shy.
No, you said it doesn't work. I just didn't use it. Bink. When Tito was telling that story, T really looked like he had something intriguing to say.
What? No.
You really look. You're like yeah, this
Yeah,
bitch will pull me over too.
I was popping.
Say,
I don't know. He probably, if he was out on patrol on the night you walk home, fucking yeah.
Yes. It was a one-time thing.
So what anime were you gonna bash on to do?
Black
Yeah.
Clover. We'll talk about anime with trash animation. I was gonna segue. It's a bad segue, but ended Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. Who would like to start with that?
Does it-
T-Dub?
Doesn't even have bad animation.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about one with good animation. Great. Not the best because Demon Slayer holding it down, but
Mm.
T-Dub, you want to start on that since you stopped after 3 episodes and then I rekindled I set your heart ablaze and then you watched.
Went for Attack on Titan? Or are you talking about
No.
JJK?
JJK.
Yeah, no, he's like, watch JJK. I was like, all right.
He's
So
like,
I did.
watched 3 episodes. It's like, dude, no, fuck, finish it.
you
So
finished
I actually finished that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it more than I ever thought I would.
Yeah,
And the animation is it's really good. Again, Demon Slayer like takes the cake on it, but JJK's animation is just it's there. It's so
It's animated.
it's well
it.
the word I'm looking for is it's so good that the animations for the attacks have enough grittiness to them that it, it doesn't try to make it smooth.
it has to because it Jujutsu Kaisen already is a darker shonen. It's shown
Mm-hmm.
that, but as you progress, and disclaimer to people who don't know, I'm caught up. I'm reading the weekly releases. These three have not, so I'm not spoiling. But when you get through, they definitely are going for a darker theme.
Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like it's so much. The animation style is so good, but it's still gritty. It's got that like just the straight up I'm gonna fuck you up. It's not polished beyond It's in words it'd be like polishing a turd.
Huh?
It's a saying
Are
called
you
polishing
calling
a
it a turd?
Yeah, you call this shit, dude? I'm so confused.
No, I'm saying the animations like they're not making it super polished where it's pretty.
He's saying like kind of like with Pokemon. It's probably not a good example. Pokemon originally was called Pocket Monsters, and if you look at the
Gotta
original
catch 'em all.
sprite releases, they're edged like they're not as round. Like if you look at
Mhm.
Charmander from 97, 90, 96, 97, and you look at him now, they've refined it. It's more kid friendly,
Yeah.
round faces. They're not monsters as much as they are now fucking Pokemon.
The real question is, how do you like your women?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but ignoring what he just said, when you look at
Call him Big Butt, just like
me and
Jennifer
T
Lawrence.
Dub, it's kind of like the two opposite sides for like new anime. Me and T Dub think Jujutsu Kaisen's better. These two think that Demon Slayer's better. It is what it is. We all
You can't
think.
really see with your green screen there, bud.
Yeah, I see like
If
the
you walk
Discord
away, we can
emblem.
see it because when you walked away, we can see it earlier. But there it is. Say
There.
so for Demon Slayer, it's great, but for Jujutsu Kaisen, for me, I was gonna get it. I was like, oh, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm gonna read it. Waited and waited. They finally had 1, 2, and 3, and then I read them. Bought the rest of them over time. And when I got around to reading it, it was great. And I've watched the fights. I've watched some of the, not just the fights. I've watched some of the other parts of the anime, but the animations for the fights, it's
Oh, to
it's
sidetrack, Barnes and Noble is doing a sale right now, I believe.
not on anime. I've got it. I was there yesterday. It's like $50 off fucking nonfiction books. I don't know. I want to be a history teacher, but fuck nonfiction books. but for
Wait,
when you read it and you see how good the fights are drawn, and then for that to correlate even better into the animation, season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen is like the perfect anime for me.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but how they animated it, they're faithful. They switched some things around. Like in the manga, you wouldn't have met Gojo till like episode 2 or 3. But the way they switched it, it literally starts with Yuji in the room and this blindfold nigga just staring at him. So the
I was
changes they
really
make are
confused the
good.
first episode. I'm not gonna lie. The first episode, I was like, damn,
He's
dude,
like,
I feel
this
like
the
I'm
main
already like 5
character?
episodes deep. I was like, I'm already like 5 episodes deep. What the
So
fuck?
it definitely, the way they started, it gets you hooked. They introduce what ends up being almost everyone's favorite character. My favorite character in all anime. But they introduced
Nobara?
them. This nigga.
He's
What you can say?
me.
Yeah.
He's your favorite character in all of anime.
Yeah, it was Itachi, but Jujutsu Kaisen, reading it after what season 1 and what season 2 is going to be about, you learn about Gojo's backstory and his past, makes it even better. And I don't know, he's got the perfect, like, he's overpowered, but he's not like the overpowered character that knows everything. He's not overpowered in every sense. Like, he's got that coolness. Kids call it sauce to him. He's powerful, obviously. And then when he's there, he's just like that. It's like kind of like with Levi. When he's on screen, you feel like you obviously know nothing's going wrong when he's on screen.
This is the
He can't be
presence
touched.
of Jesus. pretty much.
Yeah. He's like closest thing in Jujutsu Kaisen to a god. Like and I honestly hope, this is no spoiler, I don't know if this is what it's getting to. I hope Jujutsu Kaisen ends with Gojo versus Yuji after eating all 20 fingers. So Sukuna versus Gojo, and Gojo kills Yuji.
Sukuna Matata.
I honestly think, and they could have this fight happen earlier, and I think they could kill off Yuji and it'd be fine because the side characters can carry their own story. I was talking about this earlier before we were in the call, and I think that Maki, especially what they're doing with her now, Megumi for sure, he could have been the main character. Yuta, if you guys didn't know, Jujutsu Kaisen was based off of, the prequel was the original Jujutsu Kaisen. And then it ended up just being a short side story, and then he started again. And there's kind of the similarities. The more when I learned about it, I was thinking about it, because Yuta has the Queen of Curses. And then Yuji, first episode, eats the finger, he has the King of Curses. So you have the parallels between them. So I personally think that Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 is like the perfect anime season for all the things it did. Literally no
Entertainment
slow
district.
points. Besides this dude who's watched all but the last 2 episodes. What'd you say?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. When I go back in that, I'll hear you. But no, he hasn't. I had to spoil 2 episodes so we could get this out today, or record it today. And if you just go back and watch the fights, I'm pretty sure the 2 episodes are all fighting. There's like a flashback from Megumi. Besides that, it's mainly just fighting.
Just boxing.
Yeah, I just gotta finish that. But I've been watching a lot of Naruto.
No
Going
problem.
to bed
Part
for
1 Naruto, damn near flawless too. Land of
It's pretty
Waves
good.
arc, great arc, introduces it. I mean, it kind of sets what you're gonna see for the show. Like you watching it,
Well-
you're like, this is what a Jonin is. Like this is what a high tier, one of the strongest Jonin is in Kakashi. You get what the strength of the villains are gonna be. Shout out to Vic for that, by the way. If you didn't know, Vic drew that for him.
Really?
Yeah, that was his graduation.
That's
And you
pretty
got the keychain. It's one of the glass
Yeah.
paintings. Then we printed out the panel,
It's
put it back there.
another room though.
And then I got him a Zabuza sword for the keychain. That was his graduation gift for his
That's real.
bar
pretty
or
cool.
whatever.
I
it's
still think
called.
they should have saved Zabuza and Haku for later.
No, because
Those are both super
I
strong.
hate when if a character's on the verge of death, like sometimes they save them. Like in Hunter x Hunter, I can't spoil it, but Daniel knows about the end. It's a shonen. It reminds you that it's a shonen after what just happened in the Chimera Ant arc, where the ant gats up the girl laying on the ground. She's already dead. Puts 3 bullets in her. It reminds you it's a shonen. Like they're not gonna end it like that. But Jujutsu Kaisen, I could see being the shonen that sets it, that does that. I think if they killed Yuji off, it would be sad because he's a great main character, but anyone else can take the mantle, and Gojo could be the main character. I don't think Gojo would be. He is a main character. I don't think it would be. He would be as interesting as just the whole focal point on him.
You don't want another One Punch?
It would be stronger than one. Honestly, I haven't watched One Punch, but probably stronger than that. Because One Punch can at least
some
be
people are
touched,
saying One Punch can beat Goku.
but he can be touched. I don't know the specifics for how Gojo would be touched, and I'm not a power scaler, not doing the calculations, but I don't know if Goku could touch.
Let me pull up my
If
calculator.
he can actually touch him.
I don't know if they can touch him in other universes. I saw a video. It was by Seth the programmer. I don't think you guys know who he is.
So
It was
I just
Kakashi
want to say
versus
this right
Gojo.
now that I've been looking through lists of slice of lives, and I have watched over 100.
I've read 100 manga
Yeah.
chapters. Well over that. But
God,
I
damn.
cooked through Hell's Paradise. When you really think about it, I started at volume 3 and cooked through it in like 5 days. I told you I was gonna finish it. I was like, I gotta finish this.
did
And-
knock it out a lot of it pretty quickly.
Because I was reading it when we were on games, in between fucking games. I was reading it when we were sitting here talking, reading it when I got home, reading it at work.
You've watched
I'm
over
Have you finished? Okay.
Slice of life.
Have you finished 100, or have you watched like the
Yes.
pilot episode?
But
I've
you haven't
finished.
I'm gonna go
finished
pee.
AOT.
I'll be back. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to bathroom.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yikes.
actually not gonna lie. As much as I like slice of life, I'm kind of disgusted with myself.
I mean, it's nothing to be disgusted about. It's just
Daniel, that's over 100. Honestly, probably over 130.
okay, but there's people that watch like hour-long shows on Netflix and they watch like hundreds of episodes of that.
Mm.
Listen, bro, if you like watching it, nothing
Well, at
wrong.
least I'm not as bad as people who sit there and watch Grey's Anatomy all the time. Like they watched over 16 seasons over back to back to back to back, at least in a year.
True.
There's a lot of people that do that.
So I mean, I guess to each their own. But like, I'm just looking through all these. I'm like, yes, I've seen
To
this,
own
and
their
I've seen
each.
that, and that. It's like in the first 3 slides of them, I've watched almost all of them. There's a few on here that I've never seen before, which I'm gonna add to my list eventually.
My list has like 3 anime on it right now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Finish Black
Oh.
Clover, watch Vinland Saga, and watch Assassination Classroom.
Ooh.
See,
I need to watch the second season of Vinland Saga.
I think
need
I
to
also
watch
want to watch Spy Family. Hasn't T-Dub watched Arcane?
No, I have not.
Watch Arcane.
Facts.
Okay.
Trust me, it's worth it. I talked T into it. And
That
now
might be
T's trying
my.
to tell
If
everyone
you
to watch it.
consider that an anime, I guess that'd be like my first anime I watched.
It's an
fully through,
anime.
but I don't know if you consider
It's an anime.
a really good anime though.
True.
I would put it up there probably in my top 3.
What's top 3?
Arcane.
Arcane.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I came back now. So you guys done with this conversation? I can't add anything to this, but
No, we were telling T-Dub to watch it.
oh,
So you can add something to this by watching it.
I have. I just
Oh,
got,
what?
hold
You
on.
gotta.
Just
you
got
gotta
What
reread
you have
Hunter x
got
is
Hunter.
Volume
episode
14.
70 of Hunter x Hunter, the show you've watched 4 times before.
I've watched
Trust,
it.
I can see what you're watching,
First of all,
bro.
it's on episode 133. And on Netflix, I'm rewatching the Hunter. I'm using it. I'm gonna watch it. Go to sleep.
You know what else is
I
on
watch
Netflix?
it dubbed on Netflix. I watched.
You know
it
what else
both.
is on Netflix?
Okay.
Shut up! But I have to stay awake for that. If I fall asleep during Hunter,
No,
I
you
watch
don't,
it.
bro.
And then when I wake
It'll
up next
keep
day,
you
I'll go
awake.
back to when I went to sleep. Exactly. I can't fall asleep to that. Something I'm gonna keep me awake for 7 hours.
You're
damn
just
near.
making excuses to not watch
Yeah.
I
a
have
good
a
anime.
Assassination Classroom. That's
Yes.
volume 14. I still gotta finish it.
You still have to buy the rest of it.
Thank you. That's fine. I'll buy it as I go.
So you can't finish it, so
I
that's
got
not
Death
an
Note.
excuse.
Hold on. Gotta finish this. Got Rurouni Kenshin 27. Well, I'm on volume 3. I gotta read that on Viz.
So it
and I got
sounds like you can take
the
a
rest
Saturday
of 27
and watch
volumes.
a season.
You can literally watch.
If I don't edit this tomorrow, it's gonna be Saturday that I edit it. No, Friday.
Yeah, and then you can watch it while editing. Crazy. Crazy
The
how that
next
works, isn't it?
episode, we can talk about
What else do I got?
Arcane.
I
Yeah,
got High
facts.
School of the Dead. I'm not flipping that because that'll get us taken down in 5 minutes or less. Yeah, I got priorities. I got Dragon Ball, like 1 volume read of Dragon Ball. I'm probably gonna leave it at 1, but
Well,
it is what
hey,
it is.
can you think of any more excuses for him, T?
No, I
He
think
probably has to
I
take
have to watch
Dempsey out too
Hunter
at some
for
point, and
200 times, and then he might
probably
get
has
like
to
Game
go
of
like wash the
What'd you say,
walls
T?
of his house.
Hey, I told you I'm not watching Hunter. At least
You're at more.
Yeah.
Of, like, you're missing out on more than I'm missing out. You're missing out on
I don't
140
think-
episodes
I see-
straight heat. Yeah, I'm missing out on
I
7.
think.
Okay,
Missing out on
it's
7.
9 episodes of
9.
Heat.
And they're all like 40 minutes. No, 30 minutes. Can't remember.
40.
I think it's 30. 40.
40. You guys have told me. That's why I say it's gonna be like 6 hours of my day. I didn't even watch Kenobi until last Sunday.
I gotta watch the season finale.
I still gotta finish Kenobi. I'm not gonna lie.
Kenobi's good.
Kenobi is
Arcane's
good.
good.
From what I watched.
I
Arcane's
heard
good.
you. I'm not saying it's not.
We're not saying you're not saying it's not, but
I just
we
have,
want you
and
to
I've
watch
been watching Yu Yu Hakusho since before Arcane came out, and I still got fucking 40, 30, 40 episodes of that. I'm on episode 65. I started watching it on Hulu before it got put on Crunchyroll, because when Funimation and Crunchyroll, when I think Crunchyroll bought Funimation or whatever it was,
You smell that tea?
it's not
Yeah.
cap. I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho since before I started working at Academy.
Smell a little bit of cap here.
No.
You know what? All these shows are taking so long. It sounds like you can push them back and knock out a quick.
Because
little
I started, at
9
that
episodes
time,
without them.
I was on volume 7 of Demon Slayer. I was on volume, I think 8 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was on volume 2 of Assassination Classroom. It was just, I had a lot of things on my plate. But no, Jujutsu Kaisen. You guys left off on that. I don't think Daniel talked about it. Anything you wanted to add to the greatness of season 1?
We're on to you watching them. So
Yeah,
y'all
we already switched
I'm
topics.
getting
bro.
harassed. That's what's happening, and I'm not really feeling it.
Hey, you can't say that, man.
I am. I'm getting harassed to watch.
We're not harassing you. We're just trying to give you a good show to watch.
You know what you didn't bring up? How about Hunter x Hunter? I'm also on volume 8 of that. No. Yeah, I'm in the middle of volume 8, or I'm starting in volume 9.
So let me see. Okay, reason
Some
one
you've
to not
already
watch
watched.
Arcane. Rewatching Hunter x Hunter
Shut up,
for
T.
the 15th time.
It's go. It's great.
15th. Reason number 2. Rereading Hunter x Hunter for the
No, those are reasons 4 and 5.
Seventh
The other
time?
ones are other obligations, bro.
Okay, I understand that you think Hunter x Hunter is goated. It is. It's very good. It's like number 2 for me. But you have to watch new anime.
I am Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm on chapter. I had to get caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen too. My bad. I got Viz Media. I had to catch up from chapter. What was it? I was on 120. I had to read like 70 chapters of that to get caught up.
Listen, it's okay. If you don't want to watch a good anime, you can just tell us.
I didn't say I didn't want to. I just said I'm preoccupied with
no,
other.
there's
great
no
anime.
you don't want to. You're going to
I will.
to watch it.
Next year.
Maybe. When season 2 releases, I might watch it.
Maybe when Netflix no longer has customers.
You said season 2 of Arcane?
When they add ads, then that's gonna be my excuse.
Yeah.
I ain't watching it because it has ads.
Yeah.
Season 2 of Arcane's not going to drop until like 2026.
So I got time.
That's depressing.
What's the hold up?
I did.
They've been working on Arcane since like 2009.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
I know that, but I can't
Wow, they
imagine
put that
they
much work
released
into
one
it
without
and
having.
people won't even watch it.
I can't
Wow.
imagine. What'd you say?
They put like 9 years of their life into it, and you can't even watch 9 episodes.
You can't play 9 games of League.
Yeah, I can't.
Do it with Aaron.
9. Well, that's not happening.
I can't do that.
You should send this link and actually see if he watches it. Don't tell him where to skip to. Tell him he's mentioned.
I'll send it to him. He'll watch it and he'll
Ew, anime.
probably subscribe.
What do you say? Attack on Titan is bad.
Yeah, and then he said he watched it.
Where's Tito?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, he can't harass me like you guys can.
Well, Tito needs to watch
Harass
it too. Yeah, but he gave it a try. He's like,
Has he?
I think so.
I think so.
Have you watched Arcane yet?
But where he left off, it starts to get good.
What, you talking about Attack on Titan?
No,
No.
Arcane.
Wow.
Arcane.
Like
Literally,
what, the first few
episodes
episodes?
3, 6, and 9 are like pop-off episodes.
But are the other ones like, eh?
They're all good.
No, they're all really good. Just episodes 3, 6, and 9 is what people like. What makes them want to
369?
keep watching.
Boyka? Oh, sorry, that's 619.
That's 6-1.
I'm thinking 369.
Yeah.
Damn, big fine. My bad.
369. There
I
goes
was gonna say, hold on.
One more time, get low.
I don't know. I will watch it in time. Now I'm not gonna
In
say do time.
2035.
Say-
After 19th run through of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. You know, I think Hunter x Hunter's getting boring. I'm gonna watch it 4 times. Then I
Hunter
might.
x Hunter's getting boring. I'm gonna read it.
I don't think Hunter said it. I've never said that. Hunter's great.
No one's saying it's
I
not.
remember. Hold on. You, first of all, you're harassing me. I remember I was like, Daniel, you should try Hunter x Hunter. I was like, you know when you tell somebody they should
Bro.
watch something and then like they end up watching it and don't like it because how much you hyped it up. I was scared I was doing that, but it was so good. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna hype it up. I was like watching. He's like, watch like 3 episodes and they're still on a boat. I rewatched it to keep up with him. So this is my 3rd time watching it. My bad. And I was like, they're on a boat for 1 episode, and they're 20-minute episodes.
Yeah, I remember this because we were down in the basement of Vic's house and
Basement?
Yeah.
Speaking of basements,
No, I'm terrified of basements now. So I'm like, just because I called him out, I was like, Daniel, by the way, I rewatched episode 1, and they're off the boat at the end of it. It's like, whatever, I'll give it a try. He's on break at school in his car. I get a message, bro. It's so damn good. I was like, huh? What happens when you watch 2 more episodes?
I think the issue was I watched episode 1 over 3 days. I think that's what like screwed my.
They're on episodes. They're on a boat for 3 episodes.
But I couldn't get past the boat because it was so boring.
No, it
bro.
wasn't. You introduced to your favorite character, and then Leo Rio. I know it's Leo Rio, but he's Leo Rio. And you thought they were about to have a goat fight off rip. About time I end the dirty Curter clan once and for all. And after what he
had
just
a wooden sword, bro. He had a stick.
Yeah, he had a stick against Uvo.
Yeah, fucking stick.
Listen, he was just built different then. Episode 1.
It's not popping up. It's not being registered. So I just heard vacuuming. Sorry. But episode 1, I'm gonna end the dirty Curter clan once and for all. After Krupka just said he doesn't fear. I do not fear death. The only thing I fear is that my rage will fade over time. And then Oreo says that, and then the boat Gon comes in, saves the day. There's nothing boring about that episode. Catch the master of the fish off rip, the master of the swamp. Sorry,
it's boring.
You're boring.
It's boring.
So that's why I rewatched it 2nd time. Let's get that out of the way. I had no plans to rewatch it. The 3rd time, I wanted to rewatch it. I had to stay fresh.
Why?
Why what? I'm confused.
Why did you want to stay fresh with Hunter x Hunter?
I'm pretty sure I forgot. There's somebody's name I forgot. And I was like, damn, I need to rewatch it.
Well, instead of just looking it up, he rewatched.
I did look it up. And then I rewatched it.
Serious.
I think I was struggling remembering Bonalinoff's name.
You're something.
So I was like, let me rewatch it. Because I watched his fight against the ant, the Chimera ant and Jupiter, and I was like, oh damn, let me.
You know what blows my mind? You know what's really crazy?
And I started rewatching it to keep up with you.
We recommend anime to Daniil so much, and he doesn't want to
keep up with Demon Slayer. Did I not?
That's because it's goated.
I finished it back in March.
It's because everyone needs to watch Demon Slayer.
T just get started, so he ain't really in the area to recommend.
Yeah, I am.
T-Dub recommended.
Unless it's Arcane.
I recommend Arcane.
You recommended Assassination Flash to me.
Oh, hey, I also recommend Kaiju.
I can caught up with that. We talk about it next week. That's our assignment. We're not ending this right now, but our assignment will be reading 10
Your assignment is to watch Arcane.
But we're not going to talk about it on here, are we?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
I'll finish it.
He's trying to make excuses to not watch
over the next 3 weeks. I don't watch anything really. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, I watch it burst. Like I watch 10 episodes in a week, and then I'll stop for 3 weeks.
If you don't watch anything, you have plenty of time to watch Arcane.
No, I don't watch anything. That's the thing. I can't be bothered. If I'm laying down to watch something that isn't Hunter x Hunter, I'm going to sleep. Or Yu Yu Hakusho right now. I'm going to sleep.
See, I think it's easier to watch than to read, just because you don't have to be like super focused on it.
I spaced out a lot sometimes I read.
Then you just reread the page.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
That's why the pictures really help T. He's like, I can't really keep up, but when I look at the pictures, I'm chilling.
I mean, I keep up. It's smoking sometimes, but it's my mind running.
I get it. I hear
No,
where
you
you guys
don't.
coming from.
I'm
I hear where you guys are coming from. But okay. So in 3 weeks, my job is to have
gonna have a pop quiz. 10
Arcane
questions.
Gun.
Better answer them.
You probably can't even come up with 10 questions because you haven't watched it so long.
I'm about to
I
rewatch
could come
it, but
Let me look up a quiz on BuzzFeed.
no, I might
What
be.
arcane character are you, Daniil? Are we good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was on my end then.
Yeah, you keep freezing.
There was no frame drops or anything in the.
It looks like it.
Yeah, turn your camera off and turn it back on.
Okay. Well, in the recording, like everything, like the audio and stuff should be good. And if it ends, I can just start another one and.
Because it looks like your camera's
You're
delayed.
behind, yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Better.
Okay. But no, for 3 weeks now, Arcane. You two. And I'll read like the first volume of Kaiju. Daniel. You also need to read the first volume of Kaiju. And Vinland Saga. Not over 3 weeks, it's 24 episodes. But you guys gotta start watching it at least. If I'm watching Arcane, y'all watch Vinland Saga. Because the new season's coming out here soon.
If it's not hentai,
You watch that on every night anyways.
only Tuesdays and Thursdays.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ooh, it's Thursday. But no,
It's
so
time.
that's our science.
Thursdays are my favorites.
And now let's get to something T-Dub is seeing for the first time.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. T-Dub, since you're seeing it for the first time, pull it up separate so it's not choppy. It's going to be choppy in here, but me, Daniel, and TE have all seen it.
Bring that beautiful face.
So it'll probably be choppy for you. So mute
I'll
your
watch
mic
it on my
and-
phone.
and watch it.
It'll
Yep.
be the hollow.
And then let me pull it up on the recording.
It'll be the hollow.
That honest, dude,
Headphones
Hell's
are bad,
Paradise. That and Demon Slayer, they see. I have a top 2 right now. Yu Yu Hakusho is gonna take Jujutsu Kaisen spot. I already know, because Togashi is great. But everything under that, like Demon Slayer, I like Hell's Paradise as much as Demon Slayer. But it's such a short. It's compact.
The hot take, man.
13 volumes, sorry, and then it's all resolved in 127 chapters. So but we're gonna get to that. Why is it? Oh, okay. It was in the background of the thing, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it's pulled up. It wasn't full screen. You saw Kilowatts Godspeed going behind the thing, and I was like, well, actually, that might be better off. Just in case. All right. It is set. I'll pull it up over here. Some sound going. Hey.
I love T finger and his
I know, every time it's just right above it. Just giving us a little
Yeah.
tickle. All right, Tito. Have you started it yet? He's muted. He's almost done. Don't unmute until we're
I
done.
think it's done.
I watched it.
Okay, don't unmute until we're done.
Okay.
All right. So we've read up to that. Me, T, and Daniel have read the manga.
Mhm.
So what we say is going to be solely based off the trailer. Tito, you'll go first since you're fresh eyes. What are we?
Mhm.
What are we thinking?
It's got some great animation, art style. I think it could definitely be on par with Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen if given the chance.
I wouldn't say
And
so, but
I
it,
would. We haven't seen the in-depth fights. So like when Demon Slayer has
yeah,
the flashy water breathing, flame breathing. When you see the
See,
fights
I
and what
think
Gabimaru can do, like that fire effect, when that's in a grander scale,
if you look
yeah.
at the
So
trailer, when you see the guy that has the cut across his eye,
showing. I think it's how
yeah,
you say it.
he can see waves, and around him in the trailer, you can see like all the waves. So I think the
mhm.
fights could be pretty insane.
That's why I'm
Well,
saying don't say
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
Demon
saying.
Slayer level yet. Maybe not the
That's what I'm
walking
saying.
animations, the snow.
It definitely could be given a little bit more time and polishing if you want it to be that way.
So yeah, this is
But
the
I
trailer.
think with the way the trailer went, and I think it's going to be a little bit more towards the Jujutsu Kaisen animation wise.
It is by
oh
Mappa,
yeah,
so that
I'd
makes
say that
sense.
too.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Release date for that is also not confirmed. Hoping it's later this year. But
Oh, I
I'm
can't
praying.
wait. I can't wait. Oh my
you're gonna
god.
be finished with the series by then. Then you're just waiting to see
Uh,
it. So since
My
we've seen it
only
and
I'll
we've
watch it.
read, what were you gonna say,
Huh?
Daniel?
my only concern is the voice actors.
Yeah, true.
It's
If they
Mappa. They're
have,
gonna get the best of the best.
I just need a good voice actor for at least Gabimaru.
How I envision Gabimaru's voice and how they made him, because he looks a little bit different in the manga. But then again, the manga, it has nudity. It's more gritty.
Mm.
How
I
they
expect
have
like
him,
a young kind of like rusty voice.
I
Yeah.
imagine in between, not nothing deep, kind of like a Yuji type voice, honestly, or maybe a Megumi. I don't expect no fucking Naruto or Goku voice. I'm expecting something.
I'm just hoping he has like a hardened voice because this dude
Mm.
is like,
A hardened motherfucker.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit more of a rougher tone. See, I wouldn't expect it to be, Goku or Naruto because they were actually they were voiced by females.
I don't think
And
they could do that route. I don't know. We literally, the voice is
He
up to
needs to
them at
have
this point. I hope
a
they talk
younger
to.
voice though.
I hope they talk to Yuji Kaku, the creator of it, see what he was expecting. Because do we have an age for him?
He's young.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
gotta be
probably
like
26.
20 something.
okay,
I
Maybe
don't
even
know his
younger
exact
than
age.
He's
that.
probably younger than that.
I think
think
he's
he's
early
younger than
20s.
that.
If it said it,
see, let me
16.
16.
16.
Okay.
He is
So
16.
I wasn't thinking 16. I was
I
thinking more
would,
like 18, 20. But
who
that dude is that
actually
accomplished
okay,
at 16
so
years old? Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Black
Oh
Clover
my god.
had some pretty good voice acting. Who was the voice actor for
I want to be
Yuno?
the Wizard King!
Yuno has a good voice actor. Asta
That's what I'm
has.
saying.
Sugiho! I was
But
a voice actor. Calm down.
you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm getting at.
I could be.
It
I
is
could be the dub voice actor.
Nobunaga Shimazaki.
Nobunaga. Nobunaga. Daniel.
Yes, that's his name.
Nobunaga. All right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Right
so
there. Gets me going.
he's done a lot. He's done Free. He's done Parasite.
Wait, you looked up the voice actor for it?
Yep.
Yeah.
For Gabimaru?
No, for Yuno.
No, for we don't know who it's gonna be, but he's done Aquarion and Gundam and stuff like that. So I think he definitely could. Let me. Oh, okay.
There's no
Let me
voice
go to.
actors for him yet. It's
I'm
too
gonna go to
many.
YouTube and listen because it's been a while since I last
Damn.
heard his voice acting.
Yuno does have a really good voice actor. He's like a young, hardened voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I do think that the voice actors will be fine. It's Mappa. They have the money.
Mhm.
Tease close up while itching his leg.
At least we hope it's
No,
his leg.
but from what
That's my dick. But my ankle.
from what I've read, up to the point that I think they're animating, which looks like volumes 5, maybe the middle of 6.
I hope they get.
Everything I've
Man,
seen
I
from
don't
the
even
trailer,
wanna-
The
I don't even
the
say.
Nimpo.
I don't even
Are
wanna
they called
say.
jutsus or are they just called Nimpos?
they're kind of different.
I
They
think I've
call
seen
them
both.
different things.
The Nimpo that they show that Yuzura is doing. I don't know if you know who that one is, Daniel. That's T's favorite, the ninja girl.
Yeah.
That scene, I was surprised they went that far. Honestly,
See, if they're gonna show what happened, I feel like they could cut it off.
They're going to.
They could cut it off.
You know who they saw? The big.
They could cut
creature
it
at the
off
end?
at book. They could cut it off at book 5.
They probably
Yeah.
cut off. I think that fight goes into volume 6 though.
It does go into 6.
So that fight, they'll probably cut it off kind of like the middle chapters. And
Wait,
then that
are we talking about
213 will be the
Gabby Maru's
season.
fight?
No. The Shoin, Nurugia, Sagari.
Because he fights
and
he fights a few
Yuzuriha.
times.
I know which one you're talking about. It's not that one. It's the first one where he's being carried by Big Bastard and Yamada.
That's after
Yuchi.
what I'm.
They meet up after the fight we see in that. That's kind of spoilers.
Okay.
I know we said we weren't, but it's anime X manga. Kick rocks.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
okay. So if you want what I think is so, Gabamaru is the one with the fire effect, right?
Huh? A fire
Gavin
effect,
Mars-
white hair, main character.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So
second main character.
what I want
Pulls
what
up
you
the
guys do, I
mask,
want
he goes sicko mode.
you to listen to the his work for Yuno is good, but he also voiced Baki Hanma in Baki, and it's on Netflix. But if you listen, it's really good. It's rough, gritty, and Baki Hanma is actually a 16-year-old street fighter, is what it is, and he goes around
The
fighting.
grappler.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to look at book 5 real quick before I
Yeah,
start spoiling.
tell me what it ends. Tell me how that
Daniel
how the
has
fight
my-
ends. So is that in the middle of the fight when you're reading it, Daniel?
I'm gonna look at 6.
You just
Hang on,
finished
I'm gonna
volume
look-
5, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that fight
Yeah, I
was still going
finished
on.
5.
Bro, they can probably cut it off for
I'm thinking 6.
the end of
Middle
book
of
5.
6. Not if that fight's not over.
But they could cut it off before the end.
If
of
they
book
cut
5,
it off in the
before
middle of
they-
the fight, I'm done.
I know, but why would they cut off fucking? I mean, I guess they could cut it off after.
First of all,
fact.
it's being adapted by Mappa's the overhead studio. And when I tell you that Jujutsu Kaisen left off 2 chapters into volume 8, it's just where the arc ends or where the fight. Because that I don't even know if there's technically a fucking arc in that. One arc, how I see it.
I
But
don't know.
it's probably separated into 3. But
I
they
think
cut
the
it off
fight's
at,
over.
they're probably cut it off at the end of the fight. So volume 5 probably if the fight's over. If that ending, I guarantee they're gonna end it where they're meeting up after the fight. Is that the last Is that the last panel of the chapter? Where dude's carrying Gabby Maru?
panel- No, they're talking over the weaknesses.
I don't think it's gonna go to
For
end.
which panel?
It's probably
which
gonna end
panel?
after the fight.
For which one? 6?
5. So it's gonna end after the fight then. I'm guessing.
The first season.
Sagaru,
But the fight doesn't.
how it's
I
I don't
progressed-
think. No, I think the
The
fight.
fight
I
doesn't
think the
end in
first
5.
season is gonna. The fight does end in 5.
No.
the fight against the one that the big two-headed the big
The
monster with the
two-headed
two necks.
conjoined
Okay,
monster.
never mind then.
I know
thought-
exactly what fight you're thinking of.
I thought we were talking about a
don't.
different fight.
He's talking about a goat fight that you're coming up on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even think the fight with the two-headed thing is even going to be in the first season.
They just showed it in the trailer.
You're right. I'm dumb. So
That's why it's ending after that, because that's pretty far in, anyways.
I think the first season is going to end when they're talking about the weaknesses.
I could see them going as far as to the reinforcements and ending it As
yeah.
we're coming over.
They're
When they're pulling the people. Ooh, yeah, that would be a good spot. And then get the dude's introduction later
No,
on too.
like don't even introduce them. At the last scene will be the boat on the water.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
but
they-
like the
they
next season,
introduced
that
them
next
before
season
they
got
can
the
be
boat.
the introduction of them.
There's really not a good place to leave off on it.
No, they should.
Because the action is the whole freaking series. But
It's
no,
insane.
the Gabby Morrow is definitely the main character, but I think there's like a duality with him and Sagara.
Yeah.
Not Sagara.
Cigar. Yeah.
Sagara.
I'd say girl. I don't know.
Sagiri.
They-
Sagira. I don't know.
Saguri. I pronounce it.
I pronounce it 8 different ways. I keep
Every time I read it, I pronounce it a different way.
Yep. So I think there's a cool duality between those two. And at the beginning, he says, "You could be stronger than me," or "You're strong. Could even be stronger than me." And that kind of like, I don't know, we're getting a little deep into this.
All right. I found his voice work for Baki.
Let's hear it.
My headphones
Yes,
are
here.
about to die though.
そんな大会にこのコンディションで
That could be. It literally could sound like that.
君
Yeah.
は出たがるさ俺が出たがる
Yeah. That's,
とんでもないよ
That's what I'm imagining. That's what I'm imagining.
maybe.
Yeah, I
Thor
don't
voice actor?
imagine Gabby Murray sounding like a fucking pipsqueak, like
Yeah.
like high pitch and everything.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think your thing's gonna be? Because we covered the 4 talking points.
yeah, we could probably wrap it up here soon.
I'm not sure. It's dinged like 3 times at me though already.
I didn't know. Do you want to go till they die or shoot the shit?
I don't really
first?
care. I didn't know if they were gonna randomly die. I just figured that'd be awkward. We just.
Yeah.
Well, see now we know. But no, we can.
Well, I
I
can get
don't know.
other headphones. Yeah.
There's something y'all want to bring up. I know we've been diving into who in Demon Slayer stands a chance against any other universe, which
It's hard to
it's a
figure
hard
that out.
pressed one to figure out because they breathe. Gibman and Haler, they probably hang with Goku. I don't know what else. Like Tandro versus Yuji's bodying him. The dude caught up with a goddamn car at the end of season 1. After he said, "Slam on the brakes, slam on the gas. If you hit the brakes, you're dying along with him." And you see fucking hopping behind. So I don't know. He's got a chance against Thorfinn.
I don't know. I think Zenetsu speed can clap somebody. Fast
Let's
fast
match
enough.
up Zenetsu versus Killua.
Who?
Killua.
Talked about this one the other day. You weren't there. T. No.
What?
If you think Zenetsu's fast,
I was explaining it. I explained to you Killua's the other day. When he's going full speed for the first time, you finally hear his footsteps. The whole series, you never hear his footsteps. And the first time, he's called Godspeed. Is literally what it's called. And one of his abilities,
Zenetsu's Godspeed.
One of his abilities, Zenetsu, he could stand there and he'd still kill Zenetsu because he links his nen, this aura is what it's called, and it has an electricity factor to it. And his body, so like in real life, when you touch something, your brain signals it and then you feel it. It bypasses that whole process. So the moment it touches his aura, his body reacts. Zenetsu can use his thunderclap and flash, godlike speed version if he wants, but he crosses that circle, he's dead. To me, I don't know
Killua
calc scale or
took somebody's
master.
heart out of
big
their body
brain.
without them knowing. T.
It's true. Dude was standing
He's
there
that
like,
fast.
whoa.
He took the
Dang.
guy's heart out of his body, put
Hold
it in a
on.
bag, and held it in front of him, and the guy didn't even know what happened.
Hold on.
It was still beating too.
I've seen clips of fights in many YouTube videos. Hold on.
Which is showing you how fast Killua
What
is.
was his name? Johannes.
Yep.
Johannes. See, that's why I need to rewatch the Hunter exam. I forgot his name. No, put your head down. This is serious to me.
Be careful, Killua.
You see, if we get hit with something, we'll learn and we'll adapt. But T, you're watching this.
Hey, Killua!
Why don't I just watch this when I
No,
go to watch it?
watch it. You're watching it now. First
What
of
the
all,
hell?
fuck,
Wasn't he
Lawyer,
listening
shut
to a
up.
word I just said?
No, no one's
What
ever
the
listening to
hell?
you.
Did you not hear a word I just said?
Just my bare
The
hands,
dubbed, you can
got
watch
it.
this dubbed on Netflix, and you'll love it.
Uh-oh.
So choppy, but
What happened? Why am I so cold?
I took your balls.
That looks like a nutsack.
It belongs to me.
I swapped your heart and your
What a-
balls.
What a
Give it
spoiler.
back. Give it to me.
well, you got at least 3 weeks until you watch it.
Spoiler.
This one is literally episode like 127.
Yeah, it's the end
Wow,
of
what a spoiler.
No, not that one. No, the one I'm about to show.
that. Oh.
Why are you showing me all of these?
You said you're not.
You little spoiler
T,
monster?
you know what? I'll prevent your spoilers. I just won't watch Arcane for. Now watch. He's gonna be sitting there at night. He's like, damn, maybe I should watch that.
That's fine. I won't watch it. I'll continue watching Naruto, and then
He's
I'll
gonna
do
continue watching
my.
Naruto, and then he's gonna take a
That's-
break because he's gonna see
that's
Sasuke get
Nathan
stabbed once or something. Oh,
He's
fuck.
dead.
Watch
dead.
this
You're an
no
idiot.
more.
You're an
Playing
idiot.
Shinobi Strikers knows the dude's an adult. I ain't watch more. No, he be sitting there be like,
I even told you. I know he
Fire.
comes back, but I'm just not watching.
like, that was some fire. Let me go. You like electricity fast niggas? That's killer. You think the Zetsu's cool?
How about we just all do a watch along of Hunter x Hunter? How about that?
Let's do it.
I'd be down.
Let's say
let's
let's
do
do a watch
Arcane
along of
first.
Arcane.
Oh, we can cook 18 episodes out by the time we finish 9.
You're
Wow,
good
you-
at math.
Simple math.
Like that's literally you can finish almost the whole Hunter exam arc.
And I'm pretty sure you can probably watch Arcane on stream because League
I
of
watch
Legends
that 2
doesn't
times
copyright
speed?
stuff.
Now
No.
watch- Why not? Comprehend it. I talk fast anyways. We good.
You're
we
so
good.
dumb.
A little bit sometimes. I don't know, but T, that's what you're missing out on. Literally, Zenitsu, fast. Electricity is his power. Not really, but whatever.
Watch Echo versus Jinx.
Oh, because that's a spoiler.
That's really good. That is a spoiler. That's a really good point.
Sometimes
boy-
you gotta spoil
the-
the niggas so
The
they
boy
learn.
savior.
Bro, you would like Echo.
That's dope.
He really kind of. I like the fact that he's like on a glider. I don't know. I guess that's the Spider-Man, the Green Goblin. I always found cool. So the fact he's on a glider, I thought was always pretty cool.
No, he's just a cool character.
And I
Because-
like their like, supposed to be like his crew. They're supposed to be like the tech savvy crew and shit. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of
A
cool.
lot of videos breaking down Arcane, and a lot of people say like Jinx is anti Piltover and anti Topside because there's Topside and Bottom Side, which is Piltover and Zon.
Talk about mission.
And well, Zon is anti Piltover, Piltover is anti Zon, Jinx is anti Vi, Vi is anti Silco, and then Echo is anti anybody who's against him.
Yeah.
So it just throws a bunch of different like perspectives into the show. So
Mm. I told you, I got 3 weeks.
Dude, when
3
the
episodes a
fucking
week.
third
There
episode,
we
dude,
go.
that's
3
such a
episodes a week.
good
Yeah,
episode.
it's really good.
It's
You guys said-
why you watch it.
You guys said 3, 6, and 9. 3 episodes a week. We're ending on
Oh,
something good.
dude,
every
honestly,
week.
the first moment Daniel's talking about is a real. Oh, it's such a good. You have to keep watching that. You just have to. Too damn good.
So, what was your thoughts on Hunter x Hunter? T? Just your little clip you saw.
Trash. I've told you I've seen some of the fights. I thought they were cool fights. I'm just not gonna take. I'm not gonna take my valuable
likes
time and
Kurapika-
watch fucking 3,000 episodes if you can't
It's
even watch 8.
148. If you
All
like
right, so yeah, if
Kurapika, Uvogen versus
if you
Kurapika,
can't
is
watch-
a fair fight.
9 episodes. I'm not gonna watch it. 48. It's how it's gonna be back.
there it is.
I really just can't be bothered. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
You're an idiot.
Can't
You're an
be
idiot.
bothered, dude.
You're an idiot.
I'll watch it. I got 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You
That's
guys
fine.
got to start Vinland Saga at least,
Okay.
After I watch Naruto, all of it.
including filler. 'Cause that's 700 episodes.
That's a
I'm
lot of
watching
episodes.
filler.
Might as
Filler
well
is
just
what
watch
killed
One
Naruto
Piece,
for me.
bro.
What'd you say?
Might as well just watch One Piece.
I'm good. You'll never catch me.
The best anime season this fall, if they all release, like I think, out of the ones we have talked about: Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise.
No, Chainsaw Man's out or gonna come out. Heard that's
I
supposed to be
haven't
good.
watched anything about it or read it.
I've never read it, but
But
I've
then
heard
I
that's
see
really
the
good.
cover, the dude
I've
just
heard
with
it's really good.
chainsaws and shit. I was just like, it doesn't look like something I like, but I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
But out of Hell's Paradise, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Vinland Saga, the best season is gonna be Hell's Paradise. I love what's about to happen in Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's gonna be Hell's Paradise. I think that one's gonna be well received since it being new. A lot of people haven't seen anything about it. It's gonna be.
It's hard to beat Demon Slayer for me.
Oh, I know.
Have-
But
Especially
have to
now
do
that I
it.
know what
Like,
happens
no,
in
this one.
Swordsmith.
I feel the same way. Oh, Hunter x Hunter, but I get judged for it for some reason.
Okay, but the issue is Hunter x Hunter is 170 some episodes deep.
148,
I don't care.
390 manga chapters.
Demon Slayer is still having new stuff being published.
So is 20
Okay,
chapters,
no,
baby.
the
3-year
difference-
hiatus.
The difference is we've already had all Hunter x Hunter dropped,
No,
except for whatever he's trying to
There's
scribble
fucking-
out while
there's
taking showers.
there- Don't say that. There's 4 volumes. Yeah, 33 through 36, and then he's got 20. There's actually 9 chapters that haven't been in 2 volume, which is 381 to 390. So it's technically 5 volumes, and then the 20 chapters he's releasing this year. And
So you're trying to tell me
the difference is you've read what's happening in Demon Slayer. This
Yeah,
all gonna be
but
brand new.
I'm putting it into the perspective of people who don't read and only watch.
I hear you.
I'm pretty sure people are going to be more
Demon Slayer
excited
won't
to
be
finish
animated.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter won't be animated for. They won't add to the anime for at least 2 years.
You
Then
know
why
what
are
I'm
we
excited
adding
for?
this
Actually, after these 20 come out, they might start.
Bleach.
They could probably get about 20 episodes out of the 50 chapters that this will add on to, like 50 or 70 chapters.
I'm
Say
excited for the
Bleach?
revival of Bleach. Yeah.
That is so long. I want to catch up. I want to try it, but
Bleach is only, if you want to watch it, it's only like 364 episodes.
I've heard so many.
Don't
Only.
ever
Only.
add the
Only.
word. Oh, I can watch Hunter x Hunter
Only.
twice.
I watched Bleach in one
And
whole
still
summer
have
every
100
2 months.
episodes.
One whole summer, Kita. Not
Yeah.
a whole month. Summer. That's the problem.
It, yeah,
It's
I
like-
watched it after we got out of weights. As soon as I got in the car and got home.
You can't say, oh, I can't be bothered to watch 9 episodes. First of all, I ain't watching shit. I'll watch Arcane. I'll watch some stuff. But I can't be bothered to watch 9. Let alone 360, whatever.
364. It's like an episode a day.
I could watch Hunter x Hunter
For a year.
twice and still have 70 episodes of anything else. I could watch damn near all of Attack on Titan. And
You
Hunter
can
x
watch
Hunter
all of
twice.
Naruto's filler. Damn.
Maybe. There's probably around that
Half
many
of it.
episodes.
Half of the filler.
But without filler, Naruto is like the manga stuff. It's great.
I think I'm just excited for the revival. It's been too long.
It has been. I feel the same way. I say that, but I literally just finished Hunter x Hunter like 2 years ago, last year.
For the 4th time?
Oh, for the first
Okay.
time last summer. It's been over a year. It's like my year anniversary. It was like
So, like,
fucking last month.
I watched Bleach when I was younger,
What was
but
that look
I
for?
never like finished it.
Oh yeah.
And then like what was it, freshman or sophomore year? that whole summer. Like I would watch it from after weights all the way up until we had to do walk.
Damn.
I just looked at T.
First of all, Daniel, what was that look for when I said year? Is it how many times I've watched it since, or
Yes.
you're fine?
And I looked at T, and he's just
What?
just sitting there listening.
There's 364 episodes. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Well, boys, I think that's a great place to leave off because I gotta
think it is.
get off here. I gotta get up for work at 4. So.
Say,
But I do gotta get up for work as well tomorrow.
I feel that.
I
I
don't
think-
work until 5 p.m.
Oh, boys,
What you
good calling point because one headphone did just that.
perfect? Look at Tito. The predictability. He had a Sharingan on. It's fine. All right. Well, I don't even have. I'm not acting like I'm just gonna leave this. I'm just gonna end this. I don't really know good
Yeah.
ending. So
Thank you
It
guys
was,
for, who's doing it? Me
yeah.
or you?
I'll go first and then you add. Well, guys, that's the first episode of Anime and Manga from us 4 dopes.
dope.
I think I'm the only dope here, but
Well, you're a dope head.
Oh,
So anyway, it was a great time talking and arguing and chatting with everybody. So
And
we'll
Bully and
catch
Tito.
you in the next episode. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bully in all the time.
And
Stop.
I'll be
if you guys watching have any comments or questions, concerns, or want to bring up any new manga or
Suggestions.
anime for us to get into, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know. I know I'm not going to speak for them, but I'll give anything a try at least.
Oh, we
I'm
know
not gonna say
somebody
I'm gonna
will.
like everything.
you know, speaking for me and T, but OTW over here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'll give it the good old
Leave a
college try.
comment. I mean, I don't know about everyone, but I feel like it would be pretty dope to interact with whoever's taking their time to listen to our takes. And
Do plan on live
Yeah.
streaming this also from
Mhm.
now on, and then uploading it. This was just the exception because we got hit with the gotta wait 24 hours to live stream. So that
so
was
if
some
you guys
bullshit.
want to tune into our live streams, we'll set up like a better schedule for when we're gonna do this. Right now, we're just kind of doing it whenever we got free time and whenever we kind of think of stuff to talk about. But you guys can leave comments, let us know like what you want us to go over, what you want us to check out, and we'll just play it by ear for the start of this.
And I'll try to get a cam for next time,
we're only
maybe.
For your only get that 4K,
Mhm.
180p.
You'd be able to see all the jiggles as soon as I stand up.
I'm ending it there.